are under my power. Look into the hypnotic eye. Time now to enter Mr. Lobo's domain. Look out! Open your mind to the possibility that they're not bad movies, just misunderstood. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia's Haunted House Special. I'm your horror host, Mr. Lobo. Miss Mittens and I would love to wish you all a happy Halloween. We've been hosting misunderstood movies here on the set of Cinema Insomnia for almost 13 years. That's a lot of miles on Mr. Lobo's throat. And if you've got a sore throat, we personally recommend deliciously effective Pine Brothers Softest Throat Drops, trusted by American families for over 140 years. That's so much trust, it's scary. Try Pine Brothers for mild throat irritation and find out what all the fuss is about. Then you'll know, like we do, that there's nothing else like a Pine Brothers Softish Throat Drop. A treat and a treatment. And speaking of treats, tonight, we have a special treat. In honor of Hell's Bank Holiday, Halloween, we are bravely going into and spending the night in an old, dark, abandoned house, or what the locals call El Señor Casa Negro. You may know it better as the famous Chest Burster Mystery House in Northern Virginia. We're taking our camera, a few self-proclaimed experts, and a bunch of gadgets we bought at the Radio Shack to finally solve in one night what has confounded the rest of the world for over 100 years. Excuse me. Well, it does sound a bit arrogant now that I say it all out loud. I mean, maybe we should have given ourselves the whole weekend. Anyway, no, you cannot come. Look, Miss Mittens, it is too dangerous. You need to stay here and hold down the fort. This is a job for qualified pseudoscientists and only our bravest and most loyal viewers. Are you ready? The ghosts are waiting. Let's go.
God, it knows I'm here.
Look, I know the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does happen.
Now look, Doc, we're buddies, okay? But don't try to convert me.
I'm trying to prepare you. My name's Marquay, Dr. Marquay, a scientist interested in the supernatural. The unnatural, if you like. I came to Hill House to find the key to another world. Assisting me in this exploration of the unknown was Eleanor, Nell, who could look back into the past, and Theo, something of a witch, who could see into the future. This is Luke, who didn't believe in anything, until evil, patient and waiting, made him change his mind.
Stop it! God. God. Whose hand was I holding?
How many of us take seriously the things we cannot or do not want to understand, simply because we are afraid?
Eleanor, you call! Did you hear me calling?
Oh, this house. You have to watch it every minute.
The Haunting was produced and directed by Robert Wise, brilliant producer of West Side Story. The stars consist of a cross-section of top talent in the world of entertainment. Julie Harris, Claire Bloom, Richard Johnson, Russ Tamblyn.
What does it take to convince you that the dead do not always rest in peace? That some houses, like Hill House, are born bad?
Road literally ends here. Sorry, Google Maps. We're not allowed to go any further than this point without an armed escort from the local law enforcement, and I believe the sheriff is coming up now.
Howdy, Mr. Lobo. Sheriff Bronson Canyon. I'm here to escort you into the chest-burster house.
Good to meet you, Sheriff.
Sorry, I have to apologize for being a little late. Had to take out a sniper up at the preschool.
Oh, so that's what all the flashing lights and traffic and screaming was about. Well, it's a good thing you're finally here, Sheriff.
Yep. This ghost house. That's the real problem with this town. Having you here making a TV show about it, we're all gonna sleep a lot easier.
Well, Sheriff, as a duly appointed representative of the media, I humbly say that Mr. Lobo is just doing his job.
Yeah, something I want to ask you. Is your name really Mr. Lobo?
That's right.
You know, you ought to show Western movies. Then you could call yourself Sheriff Lobo. Sheriff Lobo.
Yeah, Sheriff Lobo. Yeah, the TV show. Yeah, not only is that timely, but justifies all those countless hurtful schoolyard taunts.
Well, your bullies had very good taste.
Not really, no. BJ and the Bear was the biggest hit in the country. It was like dumbed down Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, enough small talk. Oh, I do want to remind you that you did sign a waiver stating that these premises are not safe, condemned by the county. Okay, let's go. That is, unless you're scared.
Scared? Sheriff, I don't think you understand what it is that I do here.
Damn straight.
I am a horror movie host. I have shown thousands of haunted house movies. We've seen things that you people in law enforcement would not believe. Things that would make your heart pump blood and your stomach break down food. Haven't we, viewers? Haven't we?
Yeah. Okay, come on, let's go.
Never been a ghost story created especially for the adult moviegoer until The Innocents. Do they ever return to possess the living? 20th Century Fox, which presented Deborah Carr in Heaven Knows Mr. Allison, and such outstanding motion picture immortals as Snake Pit, Gentleman's Agreement, and Peyton Place, now gives you The Innocents. Based on the Henry James Chiller of macabre evil. Brilliantly adapted for the screen by William Archibald and Truman Capote. Do they ever return to possess the living?
You can see. You must.
The Innocents, produced and directed by Jack Clayton, the man who directed Room at the Top, turned into fearful reality by the magnificent performance of Miss Deborah Carr, with Michael Redgrave as the uncle, co-starring Peter Wingard, Meggs Jenkins,
I saw him staring.
Who, miss?
The same man, the man on the tower.
The tower?
But now, just now, he was staring past me into the house as if he were hunting someone.
What's he like, miss?
Oh, he had dark curling hair and the hardest, the coldest eyes.
Is he... Would you say he was very handsome?
Oh, yes, yes, handsome, handsome and obscene.
Do they ever return to possess the living?
And when did you first see and hear of such things?
Why, I made them up.
Shall I tell you who taught them to you?
I won't ever again, I promise.
Shall I tell you who taught you? The things you've done, the things you've said? Shall I tell you his name?
Perhaps the most controversial concept in human relationships ever presented on the screen, with one of the world's great stars, from the man who directed Room at the Top, a new and adult motion picture experience. Do they ever return to possess the living?
If you think you're not afraid of the dark, if you think you have a strong stomach, if you feel nothing can shock you, if you say you don't scare easily, if you believe you've seen everything, then prepare yourself for... What are they? Raging demons from another world? Bloodthirsty creatures that must be killed? Or incarnations of absolute evil? They possess men, women, and children, and drive them to acts of unbelievable horror. No one is safe from them. No power on earth can stop them. The only escape is death. If this picture doesn't make you scream and squirm, you'd better see a psychiatrist. Quick.
You believe in ghosts, Mr. Lobo?
Well, that depends. Sometimes I believe and sometimes I don't. Sometimes both at the same time.
Doesn't that make you kind of hypocritical?
Well, just because I don't act in accordance to my true thoughts and feelings, that does not make Mr. Lobo a hypocrite.
It doesn't?
Well, let me explain something to you, Sheriff. I was a bit conservative in my younger days, not the footloose and fancy-free man that you see before you today. I belonged to a group of skeptics. We were normal investigators, not paranormal, normal investigators. We set out to prove that fake ghosts were real and vice versa. We were called the Totally Fake Ghostbusters. Until a certain movie came out in 1984, kind of knocked the wind out of our sheets. The whole bottom fell out of that whole early 80s trend of logic and critical thinking. Kind of naive thinking about it now, since, of course, ghosts are accepted as real by the mainstream and big business. But tonight, we're getting the band back together after a 25-year hiatus to debunk this bunker and prove beyond a shadow of a doubt to today's crystal-hugging, pseudoscientific, spiritual-minded world that maybe, just maybe, Sheriff, that real fake ghosts exist.
You're crazy, you know that?
Possibly. But, Sheriff, we are going to prove that the Chestburster Mystery House is haunted by fake ghosts.
Okay. Well, this is as far as I go, Mr. Lobo. I've unlocked the front door. This is the only way in or out of the house. But this is my final warning. This is condemned premises. You and your crew go in at your own risk.
I understand, Sheriff, and I appreciate that you're out here guarding against trespassers who may interfere with our investigation. And, do make sure that my old colleagues get through the barricade and into the house. They should be here any minute.
Sure. I've got nothing better to do. I'm sure that sniper mess will clean itself up all by itself. Now, good luck on your Al Capone vault thingy.
Much obliged, Sheriff. That guy needs some fresher TV references. Come now, will you? Come with Mr. Lobo. Come now with Mr. Lobo into the old, dark house.
Busted!
In a Weeble's haunted house, Weebles wobble all about, and it's a real exciting place to be. A smiling ghost with glowing face has a secret hiding place, and that's not all, there's plenty more to see. Cause a Weeble's haunted house is a great place to be. Weeble's haunted house, including glow-in-the-dark Weeble ghost from Romper Room.
Subliminal perception. Psychologists have proved it works. People can be influenced by messages, words, symbols below the level of consciousness. Now an extraordinary motion picture uses subliminal chills and thrills for the first time for your greater enjoyment.
Take me away, take me away.
Sheila, what is it? What's wrong?
It's the house. Whatever's inside, it's horrible.
Subliminal perception. How does it work? Here is a scene as audiences will see it. And here is the same scene as your brain will see it and feel it. Only 2% can detect subliminal images. Can you?
Take her away from here at once if you've got any sense left.
Why are you so concerned about Sheila?
Because if she stays in this house another night, she'll be a raving maniac.
If I climb those stairs, I'll die. I know that.
Darling, it's all in your imagination.
Suspenseful and exciting as the picture is, now you will feel greater tension, shock, horror than any human being has ever experienced at a movie.
Pull the trigger, Sheila.
I can't.
We are now officially inside what locals call a haunted house that's been dressed up to look more haunted by our staff here at Cinema Insomnia. It's a bit too early in the show to see something really scary, so expect plenty of fake scares, as is typical of the genre. This way. Oh, this looks like the front room. What they used to call in these old houses, the front room. What a shame. Nice action on that rocking chair, though. Ah. Paintings. Can't abide cherubs. Here's another one. Lit lantern, that's weird. Oh. The portrait of Lady Sarah Chestburster. As the story goes, she was cursed by the Slapaho Indians. Their entire race was wiped out by a 4-barreled repeating rifle called the Chestburster. Chestburster Firearms Company sold the patent to the Department of Indian Affairs for millions. The gun itself was banned, along with mustard gas, in the closing hours of World War I. After her husband and her little girl died under mysterious circumstances, she consulted a Swami who advised her that if she wanted to avoid a mysterious death herself, that she could confuse the ghosts with an ongoing, never-ending construction of her own house. Boo! Jeepers! Don't do that! You know how Mr. Lobo hates fake scares.
It was too early in the show to do anything else.
I already told them that earlier.
Is this any way to treat an old colleague? Aren't you going to introduce me to your television friends?
All right, everybody. This is one of the Totally Fake Ghostbusters.
Yes, I was the black one.
No. You're thinking of the other Ghostbusters. You were the one in the wheelchair. And the leader, as I recall, Professor Exorcist.
Yes, it was so many years ago. We were like the X-Men and the Burger King Kids Club all rolled into one.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen these in ages. I wonder if they still fit. Oh, wow. We were just trying to ride that whole Ghostbusters thing, you know, the movie and the 2 cartoon shows and the breakfast cereal. We had our own kid show. It was at weekday mornings at 5 a.m. on PBS in accordance with Ronald Reagan's call for educational and informational shows for children.
Yes, I retired in 1988 after the Totally Fake Ghostbusters were given the dubious honor, the Skeptic Tank Award by the Pope for peddling, science and critical thinking to minors.
You still wear the priest collar.
Yes. Fall from grace or no, I still look damn good in it.
You do look good in it, old friend. Well, if the movies have taught us anything, it's that you can't clean up an old haunted house without a man of the cloth present. Do you need any help, like, sprinkling holy water around?
As a matter of fact, yes. Can you help me with the restroom? It's been a long ride.
It's not exactly what Mr. Lobo meant. Right. We're gonna have some more adventures with terror and accessibility right after this. Why don't you take a pit stop yourself? I think it's over here. I think I used to call it a loop.
You're busted!
Do you believe in ghosts?
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
This is Black Sabbath.
Starring the incomparable Boris Karloff, the personable Mark Damon, and lush and lovely women, even though one is from the netherworld, a vampire, a Vurdalak. Black Sabbath, as ancient as superstition, as modern as the telephone.
How nice you look with that towel around you. You always did have a beautiful body. Beautiful. A body to drive someone crazy.
Who are you? Who?
Black Sabbath, the bare truth about the unbelievable, such as the brilliant beauty of a priceless jewel, that holds within the body of a buzzing fly a vengeful woman's murderous spirit. Only on the 7th night of the 7th full moon can the living see the lifeless undead.
I am hungry.
Is he man or vampire? An adventure into black magic that goes beyond the boundaries of the supernatural. And a man's devoted love is welcomed by a woman's deadly lust for his blood.
In this house, 25 years ago, a child was given life.
Donald, come here.
He was raised in isolation,
You're a bad boy.
instructed in fear,
You're evil and you must be punished.
imprisoned by a tormented mind,
Your father let you do things like that, but he's gone now.
and baptized in flames. Now he has come of age. His suffering has ended, and ours is about to begin.
You hear that, old lady? I'll punish you again!
If you would be spared from the fury of his vengeance, whatever you do, don't go in the house. Stairway by stairway, he draws you closer to madness.
Oh, God!
And soon, he'll share the terrifying secret behind this door in the room of steel.
Don't make me do anything bad, Mother.
Don't go in the house, because the people who live there aren't people anymore. Don't go in the house. But if you do, don't say we didn't warn you. Don't go in the house.
In 1886, Sarah Chestburster, her sister, and her niece moved into what was then only a 13-room farmhouse. She then proceeded to spend her entire $200 jillion inheritance making bizarre alterations to the rooms. Things that didn't make sense. And features that are just confounding and crazy, like the staircase, look, it goes up, but it doesn't come down.
That's strange. They don't even go up for me. They told me this haunted house was wheelchair accessible. They ought to shut this place down.
It already is shut down. It's abandoned. It's been totally empty since Lady Chestburster died.
How did she die?
After continuous construction of the house, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for 100 years, Lady Chestburster finally died at the age of 133 when the construction crew took an extra long coffee break.
Poor thing.
All right, I'm gonna go up. So I'm gonna tie one end of this rope around my waist.
Extension cord.
And then I'll tie the other end of this rope.
Extension cord.
Around your wheelchair. Keep in contact. Give you one of these walkie-talkies. So we can keep in touch. All right, hopefully I'll be able to find my way back down. You stay down here.
Where else am I gonna go? If I find anything down here, I'll contact you on this cinder block.
Okay, onward. Here we goes. First step, baby steps, baby steps. Oh, almost at the first landing. Here we go. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm on the first landing. I can almost see the top of the stairs. It's so dark. Here we go. One more. Okay, all right, we're almost there. I can see where the railing ends. Ah, yes. So look at that. Much more atmospheric. Goodbye, Hardy Boys. Hello, Vincent Price. Hey, Professor, did you put this candelabra up here? That was a close one. Mr. Lobo forgot. These stairs don't go down. Professor? Professor, did you put the candelabra up here? Over? Professor! Professor, are you okay? Over? Professor, did you find anything? Over.
I found the basement.
You forgot to say over. Over.
I found a tape recorder.
See what's on it. Over.
This is Dr. Rummage Goodwill, Department of Cursed Objects. Log entry number 2. I believe I have made a significant flea market find. It was in one of the rear booths near the churro stand that we stumbled upon something remarkable. Necro Bambino Biondo Ogogo, roughly translated, the young magician's box of tricks. My wife and I brought the box to this abandoned house where I could study it undisturbed and begin to follow the instructions, a booklet of the dead. They speak of a power that lurks in clenched bowels of man's domain. It is through the recitation of the book's passages that these dark powers can be released. Included here are the phonetic pronunciations of those passages. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Presto. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Presto. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Presto. Presto. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam,
Presto.
Attention, Insomniacs! It's now intermission time. Mr. Lobo's favorite part of the show. Why not stretch your legs a bit while you feast your eyeballs on these coming distractions?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
It all began with a curse. A curse from the grave.
The evil you did this day will be avenged.
A curse of the dead hand. The dead hand that crawls, creeps, and kills. The dead hand that lives. And now the screaming starts. For them and for you.
Maybe there's something supernatural about all this, guys.
I don't know. I just feel like we're in some kind of danger and we've got to do something.
I don't like this place. It's depressing. There's something evil about the house.
Oh, here they come again. And I'm frightened because a child can become trapped in me and suffocate in 10 minutes. Children have such imaginations. To them, an abandoned refrigerator can be a jail in the Old West. If I must be stored, make me safe by one of the methods described in this free booklet. Make me safe so children can play safe.
Since Dracula stalked the earth, has the world known so terrifying a day or night?
It is I who renounce you. And in the name of Satan, I place a curse upon you.
Black Sunday is like no motion picture you've ever seen. There are those who believe and those who do not. But both must know the suspense, the shock of meeting the living dead and of bringing the dead to life.
Look into my eyes. Embrace me. You will die, but I can bring you pleasures mortals cannot know.
Black Sunday, the most terrifying motion picture you'll ever see. Satan, wearing strange robes and fighting with all the furies of Hades, arouses the countryside to a frenzy of black terror.
Happy Halloween. I'm not sure what we saw before the intermission. I know it was definitely not a real ghost, probably. I mean, we could be insane, right? That's a logical explanation. These old houses have bad electrical fields. It could be swamp gas. Whatever it is, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Professor, over. Professor, over. What's this? Oh. Lantern is far more dramatic than candelabra. Goodbye, Vincent Price. Hello, Peter Cushing. Professor Exorcist, do you copy? Not another one. Professor, come in. Great Caesar's ghost! Oh. No more fake scares. This is one of my old fake Ghostbuster colleagues, Kogarella. She was our old mascot. She built a lot of our gadgets. She drove the car, the Skepto 1, back on the old show. And I see you brought Marriott Hartley's camera. Don't shake it like a Polaroid picture. You're really not supposed to do that. I hope you brought Price with you. Oh, good. Vincent Price Tagg. He was the roguish daredevil that built all the traps that caught the fake ghosts. He'd always tie the imposter up with duct tape and beat him with a car antenna, and then at the last moment at the end of the show, he'd rip off the rubber mask and he'd say, hey, dude. Mother Superior, for the love of Benji, no more fake scares. If Mr. Lobo's gonna be scared, it better be something that's actually scary.
Yeah, well, guess what? There is some scary shit going down in this place, man. You got real spooks in this joint. Yeah, no more fake Ghostbuster stuff, FYI. The real deal now, yeah.
What's that mean?
Yeah, it means, no rich antique dealer running around with a rubber mask on or anything. No. There's real spooks in this place.
Well, what proof do you have? Their tag?
Well, the proof I have, feel that cold spot right here? Feel that?
Feeling.
It just happened. Feel the chill, the cold. Can you smell this? Over here.
Smelling?
It's cold. It's warm.
I'm
It's happening right now.
Wait. Hold on. What do you mean, not a fake Ghostbuster?
Nah, 25 years ago, in this very house, in this very spot, I saw that made me lose my faith in normality. I couldn't even make any nonsense out of it.
Okay, wait. Hold on a second. Now, say that isn't so, Tagman.
No,
Come on, please.
No. It's, it's, where's she at? Colorado. We've started business. We are now official paranoid investigators.
Oh, Cogarella, not you too. Let me look at this. This is ridiculous. Lead pipe boys.
No. Wait, turn it over in the back right there. Goons. Yes.
Ghost hunters and overbearing, obsessive nerds.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real deal.
Wow, that's pretty compelling.
Yeah, here you go. Right here. As well.
What's this?
The picture. Right here. There she is. Right there. Cogarella snapped this shot. Looks like you got Lady Chestburster photobombing your ass.
Mr. Lobo doesn't know what to believe anymore. Maybe we should roll a cartoon or something while we try to sort this all out. Not exactly sure what to make of all this.
Well, I'll tell you what, believe it. I got more stuff for you to see in here, man. Come here and check this out.
I guess I'm going with him. Enjoy the cartoon.
The witches brew their magic potions. Those who partake of this potent liquid will become imbued with an unearthly spirit. But woe to the unfortunate disbeliever, for an evil spell shall be cast upon him. So beware this Halloween Eve, when the earth will be haunted by spooks, ghosts, and hobgoblins.
Olive, there ain't no such things. They're just figmentations of the imaginations.
Pardon me, folks, but it's way past my bedtime.
Sorry you has to go, Chub. Good night, Pluto. Boy, oh boy, I thought he'd never leave.
There's someone at the door.
Good evening. Is this the olive oil residence?
Popeye! There's a headless man at the door!
There ain't no such camino. Olive and her stupid stishkins. Why, it's nothing but a jack-o'-lantern, Olive. I'll get you some water, Olive. Here's your glass of water, Olive.
Oh, thank you.
nothing like a cool drink of water to revive your spirits. Olive! I didn't recognize you without your skin on.
Get out of this house at once, you hobgoblin! Popeye! So you're the one that's been horrorizing me. Get out and stay out!
Now there's a girlfriend for you. So long, chump. I gotta protect Olive from those nasty old hobgoblins.
Oh! It's you, Bluto!
Yeah, Olive. I thought you might want some company.
So, that's Bluto's scheme. I think I'll do some spooking myself. Just what I need.
And you don't have to be afraid of ghosts while I'm around. Hey! Witches! Hobgoblins! Help! Ghost! Let me out of here!
Popeye, you're back!
Loves them ghosts.
There's a good one. There she is. She's in this one. She's in that one. And there she is again. That's a good one of you. That's a good one of you. Yeah. Who are these clowns? What about this one?
Okay, all right. It was the 80s, okay? They did a lot of these double exposure shots. It was considered tripendicular, you know? Even tubular. You know, you're getting soft tagged. We gotta go talk to the professor and find out what's going on.
Wait. Oh, later. Right now, I want you to listen to this recording I made of the ghost.
Fake ghost.
Yeah, no. She's saying, listen, I'm alive.
Get a life.
Hey, no, you get a life. No.
That's what she said. I was there. I heard her.
I'm alive.
It's alive!
Okay, who's got her golden arm?
You're busted!
This house is full of sounds. The loudest is your heart pounding in the night. The softest is the sound of terror.
Isn't
Oh, Charles.
No, please.
In this house, terror waits for you in every room.
Where are they? You must search the house, but you must find that doll.
Vampires, voodoo, vixens, and victims. You'll find them all in the house that dripped blood.
This woman is having a love affair with the supernatural.
I'm here, Nikki.
Baby, how I want you.
Something has disturbed him. Something powerful. Very powerful.
Piper Laurie was frightening in Carrie. She is terrifying as Ruby. Christened in blood, raised in sin, she's sweet 16. Let the party begin.
It's here. It's very strong.
First, there was the Exorcist, then the Omen and Carrie. But nothing you have ever seen before could prepare you for what you are going to see in Ruby. Starring Piper Laurie.
It was never Jake. It was always you. You believe me now, don't you, Nikki? You have to believe me now. I did it for you, Nikki. Look what I did.
Stuart Whitman. Roger Davis.
The presence is real, with motives of his own. Leslie is a natural medium. What I'm afraid of now is that the presence may be powerful enough to act without the benefit of Leslie's mind.
And introducing Janet Baldwin as Ruby's daughter. Ruby will take you further into the world of the supernatural than any film has ever dared.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for staying with us. We have gotten ourselves in a paranormal pickle we have yet to solve. Mr. Lobo has seen something tonight he cannot explain. Apparently, never could. You see, we were in this house, I remember now, 25 years ago. All of us. Professor X Exorcist, Vinnie Price Tag, Cogorella, and Mr. Lobo never could prove that Lady Chestburster was a fake ghost. It tore the group apart.
Oh, spirit of Lady Sarah Chestburster, why are you trying to kill us? Why are you scaring the shit out of us? How do we get out of here? What am I going to get for my birthday? What are the winning lotto numbers? Do you like gladiator movies? Are you into fitness? Cogorella, are you moving this? Are you sure? Now, we're going to have to start over.
Professor, this is Mr. Lobo. The ghost is clear. Do you copy? Over.
The ghost is clear.
That's clever. I see what you did there.
I'm glad you're alive, but you forgot to say over.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing that.
Okay, we don't have to. Are you still down in the basement? Over? I mean, not over?
Of course I'm still in the basement. Apparently, the stairs only go down, they don't go up. I need some help down here.
All right, we'll come and get you soon. Unfortunately, your pals Kogarella and Price Tag have gone completely ghostal. They currently think that Lady Chestburster's a real ghost and are using the Ouija board to try to contact her. Oh no. Looks like they're getting into trouble. This is a sad day for science, but fortunately, one of Price's old fake ghost traps is here from the 80s.
You mean the one with the gumballs? And the midget diver that jumps into the bathtub? Wait, and the big net that traps the fake ghost?
That's right, the old Rubomatic 66.
Oh, I love that one.
I think we should spring the trap and see who this ghost really is.
No. It's too dangerous. Have you ever stopped to consider that you might be dealing with a real f***ing ghost?
You may be right, my son. Talk to the ghost. Teach it phenomenology.
Not you too, Father X. You were supposed to be the one who lost your faith. This is really depressing. Doesn't anybody not believe in anything anymore? You want me to talk to the ghost? You want me to talk to her? Forget about Parker Brothers family game night. Mr. Lobo knows how to dial this chick's number. You did it yourself in the basement, and it played back in the headphones the second time she appeared. What were those passages again? Yabba dabba doo? No, that's not it.
Dude, don't say it!
Come on, concentrate. Say your right words, Mr. Lobo.
How about we all instead just play a game of Yahtzee?
Abra. Cadabra. Alakazam.
If you don't stop bringing this evil, I'm gonna smash your fucking head in with this fucking bottle of fucking ketchup.
Why does the man have a bottle of ketchup?
Presto!
Locked gates, behind forbidding walls, the venomous seed of tormented desires grows to a nightmare of unspeakable horror.
I must run this establishment with a firm hand. Everything seems very strange, Madame. 5 girls have disappeared in less than 4 months. We've never heard from any of these girls again.
5 have died. 5 have died. Who will be the 6th? Who will be the 6th?
Every 3 weeks, a young man comes to visit here. Each time, one of us has a chance to meet him. Next time, it'll be my turn.
This is the house that screamed, filled with distorted desires and explosive frustrations. Sensuous, sinister terror. Making life more to be feared than death.
After 13 years away from home, she returned to a house of terror.
Would you come closer to the phone, Miss Post, so I can hear you breathe?
A shocking motion picture of suspense and horror. There was no place to hide from fear or death.
What do you want, Claude? I know what you and Crawler did to Miss Harriet.
Her mind could take only so much fear.
Breathing heavier, Miss Post. Does that signify anything?
You will never leave your house unlocked again. After you see, don't open the door. Rated PG.
Time to operate some highly sensitive ghost-busting equipment.
You can't stop a ghost with that.
What's going on? It's time to bust a fake ghost. Mr. Lobo's not trying to hit her, Cogorella.
Hello? What's happening?
He's activated the old 66. The ball drops into the bucket.
Pulling the rope, which activates tiny cans.
Rupturing the water tower, which is slowly filling the bathtub. That midget diver's been waiting 25 years to jump in there.
There goes the domino rally.
Oh, there goes the seesaw that tips the gumball machine over. That's not Lady Chestburster. That's somebody in a Lady Amalthea costume. This is how she was able to make herself float.
Who?
Last unicorn reference?
How does a grown-ass man know so much about the last unicorn?
It had really good animation for its time. You know what? We're going to talk about this later. For now, let's see who Lady Chestburster really is. You're busted! Miss Mittens? But how? Why? I don't understand.
The Last Unicorn really was a rather good movie.
Professor? How did you get up here?
Sorry, Mr. Lobo, for deceiving you about a lot of things. I really can walk. All handicapped people really can.
Disabled.
Whatever. I know you have a lot of questions. We enlisted the services of your co-host and potted plant, Miss Mittens, to get through to you. We were concerned about you, especially with it being Halloween and all.
Wait, are you trying to say that you staged an intervention because I'm not sure I believe in ghosts?
We just love you, man. Group hug.
You keep Halloween in your way. Please, let me keep it in mind. How dare you make me try and believe in real ghosts, and by using a fake ghost? Miss Mittens, I can't believe you went along with this. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves. You're giving pseudoscience a bad name. Take all of this crap back to the Spirit Halloween store. Would you please? Would you now, please?
A bad costume doesn't explain everything that happened here tonight.
Yes, it does. I could be deeply schizophrenic. You don't know. You obviously don't know me at all. Now get out. Mr. Lobo is very ashamed in all of you. How am I supposed to explain this mess to the sheriff?
You're busted!
I'll stay with you with my body and my senses until someone comes and destroys my heart.
Barbara Steele, in an original and passionate interpretation of the double role of Muriel and Jenny. One woman with two faces, or two women with the same face but profoundly different. A fearful doubt, a sinister enigma which becomes an obsessive nightmare. Victim of the sorcery of a merciless and diabolical sadist.
About last night. It wasn't just an hallucination. It was something unreal, mysterious. And when I was in bed, I knew I was with you when I heard the heartbeat.
A film that will take your breath away, that will hold you spellbound.
I will take you places where you have never been.
Just a start.
I will show you things that you have never seen.
Beginning.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Long ago, on a cold, dark night, in this peaceful New England village, something happened. Something too terrifying to remember. Something too frightening to forget. Something that has remained a secret until now.
Is anyone else seeing things? Am I the only one having nightmares?
Universal Pictures presents Fred Astaire, Melvin Douglas, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., John Houseman, Ghost Story, from the terrifying best-selling novel by Peter Straub.
Who is this? He's found a picture of her. That's not possible.
The girl, the men, the evil, the silence.
Dad, I'm telling you, something happened. I'm telling you something. I think he may have been murdered.
The house, the fear, the nightmares, The vengeance, the terror, the truth.
Not now, Rick. Yes. Now. Something's happening. Something terrible. I fear that more of us are going to die. No, we must talk about it.
She is not the person you think she is.
Who are you? Oh, no, please, let's not stop.
She's worried you have the wrong idea about her.
Everything about her is wrong. No, please let me talk about it.
Get away from her, Dave.
What are you?
She's dangerous.
Listen to me, please.
Soon they will learn that they have never been forgiven. Ghost Story. The time has come to tell the tale.
And so, we leave the Chestburster Mystery House. And although I spent the evening with good friends and we did catch a fake ghost, this is probably the worst Halloween of Mr. Lobo's life. I hope you had a good time, though. Thank you for watching Cinema Insomnia, even though this whole ghost thing went bust.
Mr. Lobo, what did you learn about the house? Is it really haunted?
I'm sorry, Sheriff. We were unable to conduct a proper investigation because the other ghost hunters were so unprofessional. I can't believe how to explain how these so-called scientists conducted themselves.
Wait, what are you talking about? There were no other Ghostbusters.
You saw no one?
Nope. Your friends never showed.
Well, then that means...
Hey, you ought to be moseying along, too. There's nothing more to be seen here. Oh, and, Happy Halloween!
Oh, hello there. I'm TV's Mr. Lobo. In tonight's story, Professor X-Exorcist is in a wheelchair. He gets up out of the wheelchair and says that all disabled people can actually walk. This is simply not true. But some can walk. Don't yell at a disabled person in a parking lot just because you saw them get out of their chair to drive. Don't say things like, "You're too healthy looking to be in a wheelchair," or, "Come on, you could walk if you really tried." And always ask first before bringing them to a faith healer. Not everyone believes that disease is punishment for our sins. You don't know the full extent of their disability or illness, and frankly, it would be a lot of trouble just to get out of standing in line at amusement parks. You can read more about disabled people in books at your local public library. Thank you.
Some guy in a sheet. You're busted. The Totally Fake Ghostbusters. If you think you're haunted, they'll ease your brain. The Totally Fake Ghostbusters. It's not a spirit, it's Ellen May. There's something out behind the door. It's supernatural, some kind of gore. When I yelled help, what did they see? Hey, it's just a cheap Halloween CD. You're busted. The Totally Fake Ghostbusters. You might need their call today. The Totally Fake Ghostbusters. It's not a monster, it's paper mache.
Totally Fake Ghostbusters show.